Hi guys, welcome back my YouTube fam to our channel. Today we are going to prepare crispy baked chicken wings, and I have already assembled our ingredients. We have the wings, we have the spices that we are going to use, we have garlic powder, spicy, for wet fry, white pepper, paprika, baking powder. Those are the ones we are going to start with. Then we have fried onions, lemon juice, 2 spoons of sugar, 2 spoons of honey, 2 spoons of ketchup, and a tomato for garnish. So as I said, we are going to bake, so we are going to use the oven. We need to preheat our oven. (200 degrees centigrade) because it's a quick fix. So let's line up our chopping board and cut our wings. We need to separate the wings. And then we remove these last bits also. So this one you can keep for future use when you want to make maybe white stock. But for our wings today we are not using any stock, so we will just freeze them and then we will use in the future instead of throwing them away. We have lined our chopping board with a baking paper because I don't have a separate chopping board for chicken. The same chopping board is used for red meat, and it's not advisable to mix them because white meat is very sensitive. So these ones we will put on the side for future use. And with our wings, we are going to use the kitchen roll to dry them, because we need them dry. They are now very dry. So in our bowl, we are going to put garlic powder, 2 spoons, teaspoon that is. Leveled. White pepper, 1 spoon. Paprika, 2 leveled teaspoon. You can either use Spanish paprika or smoked paprika, whichever one you have. There is no problem, depends on what you love. Then wet and dry fry spice, 2 spoons. Baking powder, 2 spoons. With your balloon whisk, just mix the spices together. Once you have them together, then we have to mix in our wings. So first of all, you separate a bit, just a bit, so that we can mix up nicely. Then you have your wings. Dip them in the spices. You can also put dry herbs if you like them in the wings or in the mixture, like mint, rosemary, tarragon. If you whatever herb you like and you have them in the compound, you can just add to develop the flavor and to add the value in terms of nutrition. So once we have them put, we can take now the one that we had separated so that we can sprinkle. This is just to make sure that each of the wing gets the dry spice marination. Then when it comes to salt, depending on the people you are dealing with in the house, if you have those people who have complications of blood pressure, diabetes and such, you can use black salt. You avoid the kawaida salt. But if you have people who don't have complications, then you just use the normal salt. You add just a half of a teaspoon. Salt is not very good to our health. You just use cooked, yes, but minimum, just for the taste. Yeah, we can see it is all absorbed. Looking very nice. Once it's all mixed, we take our baking sheet, we apply some oil. If you have an oil sprayer, you can just spray. If you don't have, just use the jar to put very minimal of the oil. Once it is brushed well, I have lined my baking sheet because when they are ready, I want to use the drippings that will come from the wings onto the tin. I want to use them to finish up with these ingredients so that we coat after they are ready, before we eat. So you arrange your wings nicely. So once we have put them on the baking sheet, you can see how they look. We will put them in the oven for 40 minutes. That is 200 degrees centigrade. And then we will come and finish them with the top coating. Then as you wait for them, you can prepare the other sauce. As you clear, this is the trick. You can see now the board is quite clean, not messed up. Our wings are baking. We finish up with the coating. We are going to use no oil. We are not adding any oil on the pan. We are not using any oil. We are just going to use the fried onions because we want to maintain the fat of the wings. Since I said we are going to use the drippings of the wings we are going to add it into the sauce that we are preparing for coating. You add a tablespoon of sugar, you turn for a few minutes. Don't let the sugar to caramelize, or don't let it burn, because if you do that, then it will be, instead of making it sweet, it will make it bitter. We put the ketchup. At this juncture, if you have people who use chili in your house, you can use the chili flakes. You can add chili flakes in there. We then put the lemon juice. Make sure you reduce the heat now completely. You don't want it to burn. And you add honey. So let it cook for 6 minutes. Then we will remove and wait for the chicken drippings before we toss in our wings. You can see how it is. Very nice and golden. So once it begins to stick up, then it is ready. So we will remove it and wait for the drippings from the chicken from the wings. When the wings are ready, we are going to remove the wings, put them on the side, and then we put the drippings in this pot, and then we'll mix very well without returning onto the heat, and we add our wings inside. Then we will plate and garnish. Yes, our wings are now ready. So we can finish up the process. We are sizzling. So our chicken is ready. We are going to remove them on place. Okay, now all the drippings we are going to pour into the Soteria, the pan which we had prepared our sauce. Then we put inside our wings and we coat them. Nicely. Make sure they all coat until the pan is clear. Looking very nicely glazed. Very nice. Now we can just put a few in a plate and do a bit of garnish. Garnish. Come and cut the slices here for the garnish. Nicely glazed wings, you plate. Looking very appetizing. And that's enough. So we can put a layer of garnish there and sprinkle some dania. So in case you have a guest who is waiting, you do your quick fix on a Sunday when you're from church, very fast. So you can have either your potatoes there or your molded ugali there, and you serve your wings. Thank you guys. Thank you once again for watching my content, for supporting me. I don't take it for granted. Until the next video, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the video. Next video, we shall still be in the kitchen. Thank you. and be blessed.